Hello, we're almost ready. I'm addressing a lag issue. Sorry, just looking at some stuff. That's pretty funny. Okay, I'm here. Hello! The internet is a funny place. Leave a trail of autism sweeping around where you've been, and it just makes terminally online people just go out of their way to make up the most ridiculous shit about you. Steal people's usernames, and inevitably what you're gonna get is you're gonna get associated with somebody who you're not really comfortable with, but you know what? Who fucking cares? It is indeed a funny place. Oh. That's terrible. I'm doing okay. I'm just getting some stuff together before I start the stream properly. Hello. Huh. Eh. Why is this being so stupid? Sorry, just give me a minute. Okay, I think I finally figured out what's causing me lag. Yeah, I think I figured it out. Ooh. There you see. Okay, I think I'm good now, guys. Yeah, that was weird. This music is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna just close it. Let's move into doing something. I don't know what yet. I'm thinking vintage story, obviously, but frankly, I don't even know what to do. This handle never changed, buddy. Hi, Teabugs. I'm just, getting my shit figured out here. Crazy Lotus! How you doing? Hiyo! Yeah, I really have no idea what to do with my time here, so I don't know. Couple weeks off. I see. Okay, wait, right, yeah. We went north a bit. I guess the best thing that I could probably do would be to head this way at the moment. For a minute there, I thought that was a perfectly spiked spire. I was like, what? Okay, By the way, I didn't get that private message. I'm not gonna name your name because there's no point in that. But honestly, I feel like at this point, I get exactly what I wanted. What is that? Lead ore? There, that means there's a vein down there. I need to freaking mark that. I got exactly what I wanted. There's really no point in addressing anything. Wonder if I should say it. You know, yeah, fuck it. Not even friends with that retard. Okay, so, basically a long time ago I had a gambit. This is probably about five years ago, yeah. Oh, I forgot to switch the activity over. Here we go. Sorry! I picked up lead and I walked over here from, over there. That's as far as I got. It's just a short little walk. Anyway, okay, so Samuel can be as dumb fat as he wants. Alice is cute. So about 5 years ago, I had a bit of a gambit with somebody. Honestly, I probably took it a little bit personally because, more than anybody else, I took the shit that he said very personally. So, 5 years ago, I was friends with a guy. We're gonna call him P. P was the kind of dude who came across as much more stoic than he actually was. And he was unstable in like that kind of subtle, almost closeted way that you can't really know until you get fucked over by it. And what I mean by that is, you become their friend, and then they turn on you. And And then they dox you to everybody because you were close enough friends with this person that you actually gave them your full name and address and stuff. You gave each other Christmas presents. Yeah, that's what was going on there. There's a reason I'm talking about this. I know that you're lurking. You fucking bird. So... at least I'm assuming you are. I don't know why the fuck you would be talking about that. Unless you were. So anyway... something this person said... when they knew me better than anybody else at the time... got under my skin, especially deep. Because, and I remember it mostly accurately what they said, I can't quote it verbatim. They basically told me that I would never amount to anything. They called me a sociopath who doesn't care about anyone but myself. They said that I was... you know, this and that. You can say so many things that's just gonna get under somebody's skin for no reason. And I'm not talking about this story for sympathy. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but it did give me one of my longest form vendettas. You see, this person said that nobody would ever remember me. This person said that I would die alone, unloved, that my parents didn't love me. Blah, blah, blah. They just kept going and going. They really, really wanted to try to get under my skin to hurt me, right? They were really, really trying their best at that. And this happened from somebody who was genuinely a very close and personal friend of mine. Later, I realized that he had borderline personality disorder. And was also getting fucking hooked on Ritalin. What an asshole. So, again, what do? I leave an internet trail because I know that this guy has been stalking me for the past 5-6 fucking years. He really, really hates me. So, what I'm doing, the past 5-6 years, probably longer at this point. I say 5 years ago, but it might actually be closer to 10 at this point. I was like, 16 or 17 when this whole thing happened, and again, you know, I was young enough that this really, really got under my fucking nerves. Yeah, it's probably more. It might actually be closer to 8 or 9 at this point. So again, this guy, he knows me personally, he knows my name. He even knows where I fucking live. And he goes out of his way to say I am extremely uninteresting, I'm fucking boring, nobody will ever remember me, nobody loves me, nobody likes me, my parents hate me, and that they only do anything but put up with me. All the mean shit that you could say to somebody. He basically said everything to me short of telling me to off myself. But that was definitely implied. He just never said it directly. And again, this really got under my skin. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that, you know, the last while, including the way that I responded to a certain internet forum, was all 100% light Yagami type shit. But let's put it this way. He was right in 2 regards. I am a nobody. No amount of digital attention is going to change that fact. And, on top of being a nobody, I'm the kind of person that doesn't really go out of their way to give a fuck about what others think about me. Or rather, I don't give a fuck how other people think about me. But in a way, I guess maybe I can no longer deny the accusations that I do want people to think about me. Shut up, Raccoon. So, answer me this, fellas. Leaving an obvious trail on the internet and then proceeding to go further and further with an identity that you create for yourself. What is the best way? What is the easiest way for people to remember your name? What is the easiest way that you can get people to know about you? Even if a lot of the things are wrong about it, what is a better motivator than spite? What's up, Pluto? I'm not talking Unabomber type shit, no. It's infamy. Make yourself a spectacle. Go out of your way to latch on to one of the most easily latchable things. And then fucking roll with it. Is you really want people to know your name? Give them a reason to remember it. How many good people in history do you know the name of? And I'm not talking about, like, you know, how many literal names that you know. I want to know how many, out of how many good people there were in history who changed the world, how many of their names do you fucking know? So thank you, Samuel. Yeah, she was a fucking car crash. See, I realized I'm never gonna be a fucking celebrity. I honestly don't want to be, but, you know, that's not the point. What the fuck is that? That's new. Anyway, what is the easiest way to get people to know who you are? What is the easiest way besides pushing some buttons? I remember when I was about 16 or 17. Oh, God. I was still using Skype at that point. I remember when I was around 16 or 17 that I had first been made aware of Christian Weston Chandler. I remember that I thought to myself, what kind of retard would do this to themselves? Get their name put out there on the internet. What kind of retard would sit there and become a spectacle for everybody to point and laugh at? Tarnish their name, blah blah blah. Well, it takes two kinds of people. Somebody who's intentionally trying to stir shit and feeds off of that kind of attention. Or somebody who's like Kristen Weston Chandler, who is a danger to others and people pay attention to him because it's both alarming and funny. Funny. You get the kind of people who genuinely can't help themselves. And then you get the people who invite it. Honestly, I never specifically went out of my way to, get Kiwi forums to look at me. Listening to that DM that I got earlier. And that's mostly because I don't give a fuck about what Kiwi Farms thinks. You guys are a footnote. Nobody's gonna look at that thread and go, "Ah, yeah, that's... yeah, sure. That's totally real and this and that." Anybody can make a thread on Kiwi Farms. But it takes a special kind of... it takes a special kind of person to make a big enough spectacle out of themselves to get somebody to make a light novel-sized thread about them, like, you know, like the Pippa thread or this or that. I will say, not so much about the thread, because I haven't read it. You're just telling me that there's a large thread about it. I will say that I'm probably... unless I change my mind later, I'm probably not going to look at that thread. The fact that I got one made about me was enough for me to leave it alone. I wanted that thread. And you might say that that's copium, but no, I did. I did want Kiwi Farms to make a thread about me. For one very specific reason. What the fuck? Anyway, for one very specific reason. This is Vintage Story. I want to be remembered and I don't fucking care how. And I know that no matter how great of a person I am, or try to be, or this or that, it's not really going to... it's not really going to get me that. There's a limit to social bandwidth. There are already so many people like celebrities, gigantic fucking VTubers always constantly spewing drama. A relentless barrage of genuinely, actually mentally ill people that just dance like fucking monkeys for the circus. I'm gonna pause this. Let me think for a second. Again, what that person said to me when I was around 16, 17, it really got under my nerves because that person knew me, and that person could have done so many things just to spite me that they wanted me to die in obscurity. They wanted nobody to ever know who I am or this or that. It's so easy to focus on the negative things about somebody and their personality. It's so easy to just find a trail of somebody's online behavior and find all of the negative shit that they've ever done, because that's the only stuff that sticks around. It's the only stuff that sticks around. Why not take advantage of that? Nobody's gonna give a fuck about the good shit that you do anyway. I'm just autistic, man. You know what? Give me a minute. I'm gonna actually check something. Nobody's ever going to pay attention to the good that you do in your life. Everybody's always going to hyperfixate on the negative shit. So why not take advantage of that, like I said? Smooth. Yeah, so you guys are watching, I see. Okay. I'm not gonna bother reading that original post for a while. There's no point in that. Okay, so like I was saying, there's no real way that you're gonna get people to pay attention to you, other than maybe like for negative reasons. Yeah, I've stolen a bunch of fucking usernames. I stand by it, and I'm quite dead serious that I did not own that Weebly. I just, back when I was on Chatango on my account Hyrulean, I met this person, that Alopecia person, and they introduced me to Monster Girl Quest, which I genuinely do enjoy. But I never had like a giant roleplay hub or whatnot. I mostly was a bit too autistic. Nobody wanted to roleplay with me anyway, so. Make fun of me, laugh at me, but that's the truth. I stole that username. A lot of that other shit is probably correct. In one case, let me scroll up on that thread. Nobody gives a fuck about the shit that happened about the seeing there. Nobody cares about those air chat shit. Yeah, then there's that. Some fucking. Ugh. God, that's gross. Okay, okay, skimming. That was funny. Okay, okay, then you just go on about a bunch of random bullshit. What's up here? Oh, you sound that. Is that even still a thing? Ain't no way that still exists. No, okay. God, people are fucking annoying. Okay, anyway, yeah, I just skimmed it. I'll read it better later. Okay, so basically, what better way to get attention and to become remembered than to throw shit and get negative attention? You guys dragged up my very first ex. That's impressive. She was abusive towards me in that relationship. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, so... Maz, this is fucking annoying. I can't hear myself think. Give me a moment. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm turning this thing down to a more organic tone, so that way when I hear myself talk, I'm not being offset by a fucking high-pitched, whiny elf voice. Okay, so... God, my head's everywhere right now. There's like 3 of you fuckers DMing. I thought you had a rule against doing that. I don't give a fuck that you made a thread about me. Fuck off. That's my ultimate answer. You're asking me why. Why am I doing that shit? Why did I do any of the shit that I did? Well, spite is a powerful fucking motivator. Again, somebody when I was 16 to 17 told me that I wouldn't amount to anything. It really did get under my skin. It really did. So, later on, I tried one thing, I tried another. At one point, I got hooked on VR chat thinking, oh yeah, this'll do it. Oh yeah, all of you remembered. No. No, that didn't happen. So, what next? Tried YouTube before that. None of that shit mattered. Despite the fact that you guys found all those old videos and shit, none of you really managed to document any of it, which is weird. God, I genuinely don't know what the hell is wrong with you guys. I give you so many fucking crumbs and trails and you still don't get it all correct. Maybe I should. Maybe I should lay out the record straight and make a response video on that original channel of mine. Maybe that'll be where I give you your response. I don't fucking know. But the way that I'm seeing this is... It's just noise, dude. I got what I wanted. I got people to fucking mark my name down. And it took me becoming a fucking VTuber to do it. But I mean, hey. I left my fucking mark, didn't I? I fucking made it so that you guys are never gonna forget my stupid ass. What more could I ask you? See you. Really, bitch? Anyway. This thing is not behaving. I went out of my way to be so positive and uplifting to so many people. You guys only found the negative shit. You guys only drug up things that are painful to me. I wouldn't expect any less, though. And I mean, the fact that you did drag all that up, I mean, isn't that kind of proof that I shouldn't give a fuck about the way that you guys think about me in the first place? I just wanted to use you, your attention, to get my name down. Maybe it wasn't smart. I don't know. It probably wasn't. If I wanted you guys to leave me alone, I would have shut the fuck up. I forget his name. The guy who made that original post in the, saying, he said, oh, I'm a terrible VTuber and an awful person and this and that and blah blah blah. At first I thought, well, I fucking failed again. No, you guys really did keep going. You kept going until you put my name there. Well, kind of. I'm troubled. I am. I am definitely a troubled person. That person that you saw... no iskimari and we find it. Yeah, Rachel. She was like 3 years older than me. And kept gaslighting me into thinking that they liked me. And tried to convince me that I like them. That relationship started when I was 13. And didn't go 6 months of that talking to me, and then when I tried to break up to them, they would guilt me, they would freak the fuck out. And so then it would go another 6 months, and another, and another. I don't know about you guys, but if that's your first relationship, that leaves its scars. Ugh. Sorry, it's just so much was drug up there. Okay. I think I've got my head on straight now. If you're gonna clip anything, clip that. That ridiculous. That angry person that I was back when I was 16, 17, even 18. I think I really only stopped being super angry when I turned around 23. And even then I was still a little pissed off. I went out of my way to try to get people to remember who I am. So many times, because again, back when I was 16 or 17, that person who cut me deep, I feel like this pathological need to prove that person wrong. You guys can make fun of me all you want, but I haven't been doing anything illegal, and even if you find what I do gross, you can mind your own business. I don't care what you think about me or otherwise. It's not going to affect me in my life. All this private shit, oh, I guess it's not really private, because if you're able to dig it up, how private is it, right? All this shit that is personal, I'll put it that way, that you dig up and whatnot, and all this other stuff that you dig up and you attribute to me when it's not related to me at all. Well, sorry, it's overwhelming. When I got banned from the art chat and I got like super, heels dug into that shit, I genuinely forgot who I was before that, and now you guys reminded me. You reminded me everything that I did and who I was before that ban. I'm honestly kind of grateful for that, but it's like giving me a lot of pause. Because I realize right now that I'm not that person anymore. Maybe I should give you guys a proper fucking response. You gave me exactly what I wanted. That guy who posted the original thing in the loli thread or whatnot, he was right. It's exactly what I wanted. And you kept giving it to me. Then now there's a whole thread. I don't really think there's gonna be anything new in that thread that I haven't seen already. Let's see. Hello, I'm gonna... I don't drive a Weebmobile. That's not mine. Yeah, VRChat truly is a scourge of the internet. You're right, Gizmo. Okay. I need a moment of silence. I need to formulate my thoughts because I'm getting overwhelmed by memories that I guess are repressed. Holy fuck, I've been miserable. I've been so miserable. Oh my god. I've been so fucking miserable my whole life. Until recently. Yeah, let's start it this way. Okay, never mind. If you're gonna clip anything, this is probably going to be important. This is going to be relevant, you know, make fun of it, do whatever you want. The person who made that original post in the Lolly Shota Defender thread or whatever the fuck, they were a... Well, actually, you know, they're pretty spot on. Because of that really bad friendship that I had that ended when I was like 16 or 17 with somebody that I was really close with, it cut me very deep. I started, like, feeling this pathological need to get people to pay attention to me. Not because I really want to be famous, but because I just want to prove that I can get people to pay attention to me, that, you know, there is a reason to remember me for any reason, way, shape, or form. They quite literally said that I'm never going to amount to anything in any way, shape, or form. They were right for a long time. Like, no matter how much good I tried to do in my life, no matter how much I went out of my way to try to be uplifting to other people, no matter how much of a mental health advocate that I am, and that's something you never talk about on your thread, which I find funny because I'm an extremely, like, aggressive mental health advocate. No matter how much I went out of my way to try to be good to people, none of that ever mattered to anybody in some sort of, like, larger public zeitgeist. It never fucking mattered. In my older videos on the Yatsu channel, you're going to, if you know, maybe I will unprivate those videos. I have no reason to try to tantalize you guys to dig into me any further. So maybe I'll just let you see that. I went out of my way to try to say things as matter-of-factly as I could. I was, you know, trying to be uplifting to people. There was a stage in my life where I even, you know, almost tried to copy your guys' behavior over at Kiwi Farms by making fun of people over on Steam, but then I got bored and I dropped that and deleted everything, so I can't really show you that. But I mean, there's a lot of shit about my talks about the trans community, there's a lot of talks about my, you know, opinions about homelessness, about how people treat each other, this and that, and all of that went private, like, well over 2 years ago. I tried the YouTube thing. No matter how right I was or wasn't, it didn't matter. Nobody ever cared. Nobody paid attention. No matter how much work I put into it, I still really was just a nobody, and that kind of stung. The only reason I started VTubing again is because I, you know, wanted to spite a person who hurt me. That fucking VRChat, Gura imposter. Of course it's them, right? I created this persona out of spite. And then I saw opportunity. I left little bits and pieces of my previous online identity. I wanted to antagonize you guys. Cause look, let's be honest here. I don't know what it is, I don't know why you do it. But collectively, Kiwi Farms users have decided that VTubers, specifically, are worth an exceptional amount of attention compared to anybody else. I think, what was it, Well, that and normal streamers, but then again, you tend to only really go after, larger content creators. But no, you don't have to be very big at all to go after a VTuber. You guys will just do that for gits and shiggles. I don't know, is it like the thrill of unmasking somebody that is trying to be anonymous? Is that what it is? I don't know. All I know is I noticed that, and I decided to take advantage of it by gloating, by being egotistical. I don't even know anymore. Now that I got what I wanted, I don't really feel any satisfaction in it. You guys can think I'm as degenerate as you want. You guys can think that I'm as much of a this or that as you want. The facts are irrefutable. I hate pedophiles. I am not generally a very sexually open person. I agree with a lot of you that people are way too overly sexualized on the internet. The over-pornification of the internet is a massive problem. It's one that I fed into a little bit to try to antagonize you guys. I bit my tongue. But at the end of the day, the only thing I ever wanted, be it through infamy or this or that, I guess was just to be remembered. Some sad, lonely little shit that barely ever had any group to call his own, that barely ever had any friends. Constantly kicked out of guilds and shit because of my crippling autism for the longest time. I didn't know how to communicate with people. I was genuinely an asshole. Like, genuinely just an awful little motherfucker. My environment constantly tried to kick me down. I can genuinely see a world existing where I may have snapped on people in a violent way rather than just sitting here and becoming an unapologetic, I don't know, weeb. An unapologetic weeb who just tends to mind their own business and tries to, well, I can't really say that anymore. So rather than saying keeping to myself, I'd say, doing what I want. This whole thing. I'm not like some sort of fucking 200 IQ mega genius or whatnot. I'm not claiming that. It's just, you guys have a very specific form of weaponized collective autism that was useful for me to get my shit put there in a way that I could reasonably walk away from and it would never bother me in my life again. There is nothing irreplaceable about any of the identities that you have collectively pointed out. You still have my name wrong. But a lot of my fucking behavior online you have nailed down. A lot of it, not all of it, seriously. But whatever the case is, I got what I wanted. I don't need to pay attention to your thread, I don't need to comment in it, I barely need to comment on it. That you're sitting here, you're watching the stream, you're fucking around, you're doing this, you're doing that. What is that, 30? 40, impressive. Okay, so, just a little bit of an interruption. Yeah, making a custom thumbnail does absolutely make YouTube push you harder in the algorithm. It doesn't even matter how much work you put into it, just uploading a custom thumbnail is enough to make YouTube start pushing you like 10 times harder than it would otherwise. So for any other streamers out there, make custom thumbnails. It works. Anyway. When you're constantly kicked out of groups, when you're constantly thrown into dramas that, you don't know how to get yourself out of, when you're constantly fighting with other people, when you realize that other people are overwhelmingly fake and obnoxious and just don't give a fuck about being good people to each other, you start not getting a fuck. That or you let it break you and you anti-hero in a way that is, like, I'm not gonna name specifics, but I'm pretty sure we all just had examples come to mind. Keep them to yourself. I've proven 2 things. No matter how much I go out of my way to be uplifting and good to other people, that's not what anybody is going to remember me by except for those very specific people. And on the other hand, the second thing is that if you really do want to be, memorable or remembered, you have to antagonize the fuck out of the internet. You have to make people like to dislike you. You have to make people want to pay attention to you so that they can document all of these fragmented negative bits about you so that they can sit there and make fun of you. Because without that, nobody fucking cares. It's like doom scrolling on fucking TikTok or YouTube. What gets your attention? Negative, obnoxious things that make you want to interact with it because you're uncomfortable, and then you doom scroll some more, and then you go to the next thing until it's negative, and then it hits you, and then you're just, blah, blah, blah. That or you're autistic and you like watching the, wanna see something cool? That guy. Those videos. The only way that you're ever going to get people to remember you is by making yourself look like an ass for them. Become Bubba the Clown. Dance for the fools. Be an entertainer. Be entertaining via negativity or otherwise. Just keep the drama going. You're not gonna find people that I've hurt, because I don't hurt people. I managed to get a Kiwi Farms thread, all without ever hurting anybody, by just being obnoxious and autistic in a way that made morally questionable individuals, at best, want to pay attention to me enough that they're gonna go like, oh, if I don't do this, then my ego's gonna be bruised. No. I have to teach them a lesson. At the end of the day, it's not me who can't leave well enough alone. You guys would have made that thread with or without me at that point. Motherfucker. You guys would have made that thread with or without my input at that point. You would have done it anyway. Because I made you guys... I challenged you. I challenged Kiwi Farms, and now Kiwi Farms thinks it won. Because you have a thread on me that doesn't have fully accurate information and never shows any substantial evidence that I've ever done anything illegal or hurt anybody? Untroubled. I've had a lot of really obnoxious shit in my past, yes. And it's a lot of stuff that's gonna be fun for people who don't give a fuck about other people that much to make fun of. Of course it is. I don't know what else you would expect. I don't know what else you would expect. Thanks for making that fucking thread, I guess. In a way, it's just you saying, oh, look, I do matter enough. Hey, look, I'm not fucking irrelevant. I don't know what difference I've made enough to, warrant it other than making you guys feel like there is a challenge in it or something. I don't know. It's a disgusting sexual fetish. So is scat, you fucking retard. Nobody gives a fuck. Oh yeah, that works. Actually, Hey, thanks for actually collecting my thoughts in a coherent stream because I'm pretty overwhelmed right now. Thanks, Relinquish. I skimmed it. I skimmed the thread. As if I had it. See. You wouldn't believe me even if I told you the amount of things that I've done to go out of my way to help people at every expense of myself. You'd never believe me even if I told you. Even if I told you that most of my time is spent sitting there trying to be uplifting to people who I think can be better if they just get the hand that they need. It doesn't matter. And you're certainly not gonna emphasize that in the thread because that's not entertaining, is it? No, it's not because of the Kiwi Farms thread. There's been a bit of a pattern here. I've been fucking around with thumbnails for the last few days. At one point, it goes from 40 average, and then it climbs and it reaches nearly 100 average. And then I don't put a custom thumbnail. And then it's back down to 12 to 20. Next time, it's back up again. And then I do no thumbnail again. That was day before yesterday. And now, I have another custom thumbnail. And it's back up to 40. I'm sure there are probably like maybe 10 of you from the thread, if even that much. But I don't think that makes enough of a difference for it to actually impact the metrics that I'm looking at. Anyway. This isn't seething, you fucking retard. Isn't that really funny? Put on the fucking hat. It's a good hat, isn't it? I guess I'm just gonna leave it at this. I have no reason to respond to it any further. At least not right now. No matter what you think of me, you're still sitting here paying attention to me. You have no evidence that I've ever hurt somebody. Nor do you have any credible reason to think so. And you have also... What the fuck are you doing? That was being weird. Anyway. Big dork. Dog making really crazy mouth noises. Anyway. What was I saying? Right, you have no reason to believe that I've ever hurt somebody. Nor do you have any real influence over my life in a way that will actually fuck with me. The only thing you can do is point at something that I've said or something that I am allegedly into and say, oh, that's disgusting. Sure, for you. I don't hurt people. I'm just autistic. I don't have any major goals. I don't have any major goals. I don't have any, specific things. Motherfucker, my brain is just becoming static. You know what? Even if there's a few things in that thread, and I can name at least 4 or 5 things on that thread that are completely incorrect, judging by what I'm looking at here. Shut the fuck up, 4 million. I forgot what I was thinking again. I guess I owe you guys an iota of gratitude. Because you digging into my past more than I ever really would be able to reminded me where I came from. Reminded me what I was doing before I lost myself in VR chat. Thanks for that, I guess. Now I have to learn what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. I guess a final statement before I move on. I'm an entertainer at heart. I'll dance for you like a monkey if that's what it takes. I mean, isn't that kind of the point of what I started doing this for? So yeah, sure, make fun of me, I don't care. I started doing this specifically because I wanted the attention. Why would you become a VTuber if you don't want the fucking attention? That wouldn't make any fucking sense. Why would you do this? That's what you asked me in the DM that you sent me. Why would you do that stupid shit? Why would anybody become a streamer if they don't want fucking attention. That's stupid. You should expect this. I've helped a lot of other smaller streamers completely avoid Kiwi farms being able to dox them, especially, like, many people that are present in that loli Shota thread. But I didn't follow all of my own advice as strictly as my antagonisms would have made you believe. Cause I'm honestly just some dude. I'm just sitting here trying to make it by day. After everything fell to shit. I'm not transgender. And you know the biggest difference between me and Kenneth? Kiwi farms, you know what the biggest difference there is? From the very first day, I was always transparent about it. Yes, I am LARPing as a small little elf thing. But you know what? Not once have I ever lied about it. And if you're gonna start sitting there calling me delusional or whatever the hell else because of my definition of what it takes to be a lolicon and what excludes that definition, have some self-awareness that your definition of what makes or includes somebody as being transgender is just as irrational. You and I are the same in that regard. You, all of you, and me. Okay? I am not transgender. I am quite fucking happy being a dude. There's no insecurity behind this. There's no dysphoria or dysmorphia or anything of the sort behind this. I just want to be entertaining for people. I take shortcuts. What is one of the easiest ways to keep people's attention and be pleasant and entertaining for more people to keep their eyes on him? Being a little fucking anime girl. You know I'm right. You fucking know that I'm right. That answer is consistent with everything else that I've said. I am specifically just trying to get attention. You know, that thing that was said in the original thread? The post on that loli Shota mega thread? It actually did get to me slightly. I realized that in some ways, it's a very poor look for me. Not right now. What I was doing. Being so addicted to drama and this kind of negative attention and shit, it's terrible for your mental health. Yeah, the Twitter thing was too much pressure. And eventually I'm probably going to stop with YouTube. I'm probably even going to delete that. Eventually. I'm not in this for fame. I'm not in this for fortune. I got what I wanted. People will remember me. I stood and died on the hells that mattered to me. I never hurt anybody. And I don't think I'm a bad person. You, based on your subjective, smaller experiences on the things that you've managed to document and the things that you've managed to find, because they're the only thing that everybody and ever pays any attention to. Well, with all that shit that you've seen, yeah, you're going to say elsewise, but you don't know me. In a way, I kind of wish that you could, so that way you would see what's really going on, but you won't. You won't correct that. That's kind of the point, and that's what I'm taking advantage of. You're going to make up your own conclusions, you're going to make up your own mind, and you're gonna roll with that, and you're gonna find any number of reasons to stick with that. That's normal. That's what most people will do. I don't want to make that point anymore. I've proven it. I've proven that I can be remembered. I didn't really care how, but maybe now I should start. Maybe now I do need to start thinking about not just being remembered, but how. Now that I am going to be remembered, now what's going to matter even more than that is the how. You don't get to worry about how before you're even sure that it's going to happen at all. So here's my statement to you all. No, I'm not transgender. Yes, I do hate pedophiles so fucking much. I am an advocate for mental health. There are many people who can attest to this fact. You motherfucker. I want to be an author. I want to be a psychologist. I want to help people. Truly. Through the stories that I write, through the interactions that I have with them, there's nothing that makes me feel better in my life than helping somebody be stronger. Fuck are you on about? Hey yo, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, let's actually take a look at this. I'm actually very interested in that. Have the people that I've been fighting against really got fucked over? Okay. I already knew about all that. So what's next? Jesus Christ, okay. Okay, what's making you say that they're going to jail or this or that? Sorry, huh? Didn't he fucking rape his kid's sister? I don't know, I don't know what they're on about right now. Let's see. Oh, I see. Fantastic. Big oof. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, I fucking hate pedophiles. I'm not transgender. I find the most value in my life when I'm being uplifting and helpful to other people. And that's actually what I spend most of my time doing when I'm not sitting here dancing like a monkey for attention. I am in a loving relationship. I have a good relationship with my father and my family. And there's nothing anybody can do to take any of that away from me. I'm not insecure. And I'm not even unstable. But I was. I definitely was. And now that I know that I'm going to be remembered, again, I feel the only way forward from here is to start focusing on making sure that the how is something that I can live with. And that's up for me to decide. Not you, not your archivals, not any of this, not any of that. Doesn't matter about the thread, none of that matters anymore. I got what I wanted, I can calm down. Now I just gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with myself. Like, that one goal. That spite-driven goal that's kept me going for many years, it's no longer something that I can hold on to keep myself going, so I've gotta figure something else out. Ugh, I wish I had a fucking weeb-mobile like that, then I wouldn't be stuck here all day every day. You fucking kidding me? That's why I said leave it alone, because I'm fucking jealous. I wish I had a car that I could put all that kind of shit on if I wanted to, but no. Yeah, you're right. Let's look at the thread real quick. My fucking back hurts. Spent all day keeling over a laze yesterday because it was cool. But man, that was at a bad angle. But yeah, no. Spectate, I'm naming you personally here. The reason why I'm quote-unquote hell-bent on defending myself about never harming anybody is because of so much of the banter that's been said in the loli showed mega thread. There were people who were very eager to try to liken me into being like somebody. Let's say like Usagi Calamari. That person actually has hurt people. Has hurt people. Fucking stupid. You're not doing anything wrong anyway, Relinquish. It's not like I've given you any reason to start looking at the more positive things. It's not like I myself document them. Most of them are personal moments between me and somebody else. It would be grossly inappropriate of me to like record it or document it in some way that would, you know, allow you to see it. That's just not something that's anybody's business. And that's kind of the worst part of it. It's so easy to sit there and just leave negative shit laying around because of how little it matters, but when something actually does matter, it tends to be something that you don't want a whole bunch of other people to know. You know that I'm right about that. We all know that I'm right about that. I don't want to be compared For obvious reasons. To actual predators or people that hurt people, because I don't. Anybody who would hurt somebody else, especially be it a child, may God have mercy on their souls, because I genuinely hope that nobody fucking else ever will. What is that? What did you post? You know, I actually do appreciate that you're managing to decipher my autism right now. That's actually pretty cool. You know what? You know what? That's pretty funny, he. You're right, maybe I should start playing. The truth be told, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to do in the game right now, so I need to read some of the guides. But honestly, I'm absolutely fucking terrible, and I've always been fucking terrible at multitasking. Multitasking. I'm fucking terrible at it. I said multiple times, you're right, I'm fucking looping. Autism fun, right? Is there anything else? Anything else I need to say? Let's, You know, let's both laugh at myself real quick. Okay? Let's both laugh at myself real quick. Here's one of the reasons why something that you said was wrong. Okay? I don't know what you're going to be able to find with this. Hopefully nothing, because fucking I don't even know what kind of barrel of worms that's gonna unleash. But frankly, I'm kind of beyond caring at this point. I was not born to a parent over 30. I was conceived when my mother was 15. Yeah, I'm yeah, I was not very I was not very wanted. For the first 5 months of my life, I was starved almost to death. Somehow still here, somehow still ticking, somehow still alive. Jay, almost like I was born to spite you. I'm good though. I'm not really bothered by it. I've made my peace with that fact. If you were to see the kind of people that I came from, you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, I just think that that's funny. Okay. I'm gonna check 3 things, and then I'm done with this. You can just make it a fucking live 2D model thing. Yeah, you don't actually have to rig it to an avatar. Oh, you motherfuckers are funny. God, I forgot about that. Okay, anyway. I'm done. Well, actually, I'll say one more thing. Let's loop one more time. You guys managed to, remind me of things that I guess I repressed. Things that I completely fucking lost track of. Because of that stupid VR chat thing. I'm actually pretty grateful for that. Even if I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it, thanks. Being able to move on with my life now is kind of, I don't fucking know what to do with it, so... I'll waste my life playing video games. Until I figure it out. Well, hey, it's raining. That means my crops are going to be watered. Excellent. Oh, are you done? No, not quite. Oops. Nobody's upsetting me on YouTube. We're fine. Also, it's mostly just for Million. Hey, let's, You've got a fuck ton of food now. I'm fine now. It's not so much of a lore dump as it is just a fucking tism dump. Maybe I'll go into more details about my life and what led me up to being the, where I am on my original YouTube channel. I don't know. It's so weird just how badly they need me to be transgender just so that they can make fun of me. Can't you do it without needing that as a crutch? It is comfy. Yeah, look, see the metric trend has only gone up. It's gone up by another 20 since I started that tangent. Okay, but how do I... Dude. Ugh. Seriously, what do I do? Oh, there, that's how. Okay, so I guess prospecting pick. That's what we need to do now. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree completely, Vermilion. Let's go get some, coal. I am probably... Hold on, I actually think I need to expand that, awning. We're gonna do this. And look, I'll say this. Now that I've gotten what I wanted... I'm kinda sorry. I wish I could be a better person in a lot of ways. In some ways, I just don't even know how. God, my fucking back. Ow! Jeez. Okay, drop my spine and that's what I get. Sitting on my heels the last hour. Yeah, a fine person. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. But, like... doesn't mean that I shouldn't try to be even better. I mean, for one thing, I know for a fact I do not want to be quote-unquote normal. I think normal people are more often than not just genuinely fucking awful people. Most people probably lack any degree of self-awareness to actually care about any issues that really matter to them or that they think matters to them, but they probably don't even have the thought capacity to actually put that much thought into it to begin with. It's really fucking hammer. Here it is. No, I just really hope that these awnings don't catch on fire. You know, I just realized... I should not do what I'm about to do and allow this thing to keep standing. This thing is a liability right now. Wow, that is... Okay, let's get rid of that one too. That is extremely unaesthetic. Fucking skinwalker in my house. Eh. Little shit. Good enough for Nil, I guess. I don't really care if that looks pretty. Ooh. I really overdid it on my backs the other day. Dude, white oak is fucking hard. More news at 11, I guess. I know there is. I don't care. I don't care to put in that kind of, immediate effort right now. Come on, come on. There we go. +1 stress, +1 fuck you! Corn on D's nuts. Ay. There are so many things. So many things that have led me to being the way that I am today. So many realizations, so many betrayals. So many people uplifting me even. It's not all negatives. It's just so easy for that negativity to drown out all the positivity. Yeah, it's just life. You also just go make fun of the EBT things instead of bothering me. I'm pretty much done with this. Yes, she is 22. She is a 22-year-old Malaysian. Anyway, now I'm done. I just figured, had that little urge to check one more time. Intrusive thoughts are fun. Anyway, where's the fucking prospecting pick? Here it is. Did I fuck up? Oh no, I fucked up! Shit. I really fucked that up. Damn, that's the first one I ever actually screwed. Damn! Not at my desk today, I guess. It's tongs. Tixel. You know what's really funny about my girlfriend? She's 22 and she came on to me. Not once did I creep on her. Not that I should have to say that. I love her to death. And yes, she doesn't know about my VTubing shit. She doesn't care. I used to, be so addicted to drama that I was kind of a bit of a pathological liar. And I would constantly, I'd constantly sib or make up stories to make myself seem more interesting than I ever actually was, or at least than I thought I was. In a way, everything that's happened, including even the Kiwi Farms thread, it's all just a, you know, I should... You know what? Fuck it. This is no longer any good. We're gonna save this and, we're gonna just save this and use this as extra for something else at some point. Because this is not... This is not helpful. I need to just melt this down again at some point or something. Yeah, I used to be a pathological liar. It's kind of overwhelming to think about how many times I've lied. I used to be, so desperate to prove myself interesting that I would feign having gotten into these late epic internet arguments where I so totally pwned this totally real other person in a big ol' argument. Holy fuck, how annoying was I? God, dude. used to be a pretty awful person. It doesn't make me happy to remember who I used to be. I completely forgot who I used to be after the VR chat thing. And now I remember it all. Mostly indifferent. But at the same time, it's extremely disappointing, but it's also kind of relieving to know that that's not me anymore. It's strange. Most people hate kiwi farms, but I actually have grown an ironic fondness to the weirdos. For the sole reason that they kind of force me to reflect. They kind of force me to reflect on who I am and who I've become. And I can't help but find extreme amounts of value in that. Something that's able to make me reflect is something worth value to me. Yeah. But even in that, you can find pools of stillness to look back at yourself on. And maybe, at one point, that might have been me. Maybe at one point I really was just a ball of hatred and anger. In fact, maybe isn't the word to use. I was. I used to be quite the character, to say the least. Nothing to worry about it. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with reflecting, really. You are an app, shush! Anyway, really, I made it big. I got a proper key farms thread. I did it. I win. I made it big. I'm in the big leagues. Hey, loli. God, I hope not. Internet fame is worth less than a piss in a bucket. Anybody who's seen anybody who's ever gotten fucking internet famous would know that. Yeah, like an actual full thread. Funny. The fuck, spectate? You guys really like my Atsuba hat. It is pretty funny. Okay, let's try this again. 'Cause I yucked up. I think what happened was that corner right there, it looked like it was part of the top. So I got tricked by perspective. 'Cause now we've got the prospecting pick. It's funny that somebody as genuinely boring and uninteresting and Wait, I'm doing it again. No. No, I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah. For a long time, I really didn't have a very positive view on myself. I need to stop doing that. Okay, break 3 rock blocks in close proximity to sample the area for ores. Okay. What is that? Hey, yo, does anybody see that? What is that? Oh, it's the prospecting pick. I was so confused. Okay. Let's take the lantern back out. Juice drink. It would be convenient if there was something nearby. Nearby. Um. The thing is, guys, I know that ever since I got their attention, Kiwi Farms isn't gonna stop digging into me. There's no point trying to, like, actually hide anything other than trying to tantalize them and to keep going if that's what you want them to do, but Kiwi Farms is an inevitability. It's a reflection of internet culture that is well-earned and well-deserved by the fact that... Well, let's be honest, the fact that the internet is a fucking septic tank. You can't get in... Huh? Funny. You can't get a... Wait, I lost my, I lost my train of thought. Need 2 more samples? What do you mean? What do you want from me? The fuck do you want from me? Weird ass! Wait, okay, I see. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was saying. Something... Right. Kiwi Farms is basically an inevitable consequence of internet culture. In a way, you could think of it as a counterculture. You can't really, sit there and try to get rid of it or anything. It'll just pop up in other places. I'm actually a really, You know, let me be a weeaboo for a second. Hopefully this will make sense to some of you. Kentaro Miura, in a chapter of Berserk that he cut away, he introduced a concept known as the idea of evil. And the way that I interpret that, the dialogue that Griffiths has with God, ergo the idea of evil, is that society wishes its own ailments into being. People require a reason, so they create their reasons. And those reasons aren't always pleasant, but they are always deserved and wished for. It's what people want, almost collectively. Now, do I think that there's some sort of massive shared will between people or whatnot? Fuck no. But I think it has some level of merit in the philosophy of the idea. And I think that Kiwi Farms is a consequence of that idea. The fuck is Ilmenite? Five blocks apart? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think it's completely futile to, try to fight the idea of evil. You can't just get rid of it because it'll just pop up elsewhere. All you can do is represent and respond to it. You have to accept that bad people are going to be born every day. I get what you mean. But if not Zen, it would have been something else. Food. I don't need that. Let's go around the mountain some more. Really? Okay, I'll mark that. Why don't they just say it's Ferris? Ferris-or. F-E, motherfucker. Oh, does that... Oh, it stays. Does the reading just straight up stay? absolutely understand the disdain. Just to be clear, I do understand it. This is an iron-rich area. Didn't to know. So on and so forth, indeed. Okay. I need to go even further away. We're just finding the same shit. Again and again and again. Get out of the way, raccoons. Somebody's gotta be there on the internet to make fun of everybody else. It's just how it is, man. And sometimes you just gotta let it happen. And other times you're gonna be a fucking jackass like me. And you're going to invite it. Because it is inevitable. Still the same. Howdy. Honestly, I feel like I owe the little buttholes over at Kiwi Farms another thank you. I was not feeling like myself a minute ago. I don't know why. The tangent was a good way to get my mind back on track. I was able to decompress. Loli. These nuts. Oh shit, fuck. He didn't care, he just wanted me to fuck off. What the fuck? God damn it. Okay, let's go home. Prospecting in this state is not a good idea. You motherfucker. I know, but I'm looking for tin. I'll go over to the other mountain and prospect. After I heal a bit. Motherfucker. You know, I think one thing that brings me a lot of peace is the fact that no matter how much certain groups of people, be it kiwi farms or retards, pedophiles, or whatever else on Twitter, no matter how much people have tried to kick me down, it's never actually been enough to stop people from liking me. And now that I've got a kiwi farms thread, we'll move on. Because that's going to basically be a testament to the fact that nobody is good enough to tell me whether or not I am or am not unlikable. Nobody is good enough to tell me or dictate to me that I won't be remembered. Nobody is important enough to tell me or to basically proclaim that, you know, whether or not my life has meaning or worth. Really, stop it. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. What the actual fuck? I know I've got some bandages. There's one. Was it in the fucking... Why did I put it in here? Yeah, there it is. Tooth hijack. It's relieving. Knowing that no matter how flawed I may be, I'm still able to stand on my own. No matter who may dislike me. And be able to say, I'm still happier than you. Because I don't need to go on the internet and act like that. There's no need for guilt or shame or otherwise about what I am, who I am, or what I do. That's between me and God. You're either with me or you're somewhere else. I like me. I like who I am. I think I'm pretty cool. Oh. Okay, so I noticed the time it is. Pixely Credo, do you want to go into the back room? Back rooms? Do you want to do that? I'm good for like a couple hours, maybe. Aw. Thank you, too. I appreciate that. I was never accused of molestation by my sister. By the way. That's for a Kiwi Farms user. My biological younger sister didn't like that I told her that gypsy isn't a fucking slur. And she accused me of grooming. And even on the Facebook post way back in the day, even she admitted there was nothing sexual about it. But he was trying to, you know, groom me into his political bullshit. So fucking cringe. Yeah, pretty much. She used that as an attack on me because she knew that that's what would get the biological family to turn on me in like an instant. It was quite literally just like... You know what? In the end, it told me everything that I needed to know about that family. In the end, it told me everything that I needed to know. Mostly that they are not my family. Hey, Kreta, you wanna play the backgrounds? Oi. Here we go. Why is the taskbar not... You motherfucker. It broke. Yeah. Yeah. For a while there, it took me a bit of time to figure that out. Fucking stupid. Relinquish, it's not what I'm saying. God, you know, expecting you guys to have any degree of charity is really stupid. I'm talking when I said that I was talking more so about that person that really just got under my skin when I was way younger. Almost 10 years ago. Actually, wait, I'm fucking 28. It's been 11 years. Hold on a minute. Okay, considering some things, give me a moment. Just a moment. Oh, and I do something real quick. A pie. Drinchan. I made that video when I was like way fucking younger. I don't want to. I acknowledge that that came out of my mouth, but like that's not who I am anymore, and I don't owe anybody or anything to revisit that chapter of my life. So no. And no, I'm not putting the Atsuba hat on my avatar. It's funny, but no. I wonder what I even stole that from. I think there's been a limit put on my download speed. Yup. There it went. Huh? Uh. God fucking damn it. Okay. I'm waiting for it to download on my PC. I'm getting rid of some stuff. So I broke my #1 rule just now. But it's okay. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about my biological family a little bit. They are extremely politically dysfunctional. They thought Donald Trump was literally the Antichrist and that he was like Hitler 2.0 and this and that, and this was back in 2016. They got contact with me again after so many years. And unfortunately, they were basically trying to groom me into abandoning my current family, my actual family that adopted me and whatnot. And because I wasn't sitting there agreeing with their politics and whatnot, the one that I thought at the time of as a little sister accused me of. Oh yeah, it's fucking awful. It is awful. They tried to accuse me of grooming them? Politically? And, that was because... Not because of anything that I did to them. But it was specifically because of the fact that I told them... Actually, I chewed her out. Because she was just freaking out on a whole bunch of people. For saying the word gypsy. And I chewed her out saying that gypsy isn't a slur, get the fuck over yourself. And then I called her a dirty fucking Anyway, true story. Got completely blacklisted and ghosted by the entire family after that point. Yeah, they were trying to, convince me, oh, we loved you so much and you were taken from us despite that, and you know, we loved you and I wanted you and I wanted to love you and raise you, but then the state came in and unfairly took you from me. Seriously. It's just fucking obnoxious. I did not, nor have I ever had credible accusations of sexual misconduct thrown against me because I'm a turbo virgin. I've never had intimate sexual contact with anybody ever in my life. I've not even kissed a girl. I'm too fucking awkward. I would never be able to fucking groom somebody. I'm too pathetic in that regard for that. My girlfriend intimidates the shit out of me. I think she thinks it's cute. Anyway. Yeah, no, I have never groomed anybody. That little freak was just way too indoctrinated by her mother and their politics. And she wanted to cut me out because she didn't like what I had to say. What more effective way for a psychotic, pathological piece of shit to cut me out than to accuse me of thought crimes in a family that resembles more of a cult than it does a familial unit? What better way could she have possibly done that? I was too young to express what was going on accurately back then at the time. It was too fresh in my mind for me to be able to accurately, you know, analyze what was really going on. Yeah, no, that's what that was. Keep that shit the fuck away from me. There you go, spectate. Does that explain it for you? Ikredo, are you dead? I've been waiting on you to talk. I'm patching stuff, so it's gonna be like 10 minutes before I can play it or whatnot. But yeah, no, I didn't mentally groom my sister. It's all this fucking weird, creepy shit. The whole family's fucked up in the head. Holy fuck, that patch is taking forever. That must be stored on my HDD. What if I... Ah, shit, okay. No, gotta let it finish. She lives in Malaysia, Blackstar. You fucking dorks. Why don't you just make, like, anon accounts on YouTube or something and then fucking use my chat to ask this shit? You fucking idiot. It's a long-distance relationship. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, for the backrooms, I never patched it on this computer. So I'm using this computer to, get rid of a few of the saves. Because they're kind of annoying to go through. Oh, Spray. You know how, like, maybe you don't know this. For some reason, teenage girls historically have always had, like, this creepy fucking obsession with, like, self-harm type stuff. And, on top of that, at one point when I was a lot younger, again, I was still underage when this happened. I think. I might have been slightly older than 18, I don't remember. It started when I was a minor too. She sent me, like, these creepy, gross self-harm things. And then, like, self-harm images of herself on, like, her thighs. Really awful stuff. And then, eventually, she gave me her fucking Imager password. And when we had that falling out, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not your family anymore. But for the sake of the person who I did love, for the sake of somebody that I did consider family, I'm getting rid of this shit. So I nuked her Imager account. She had some shit that was on there in private albums that would have gotten her in trouble. I got rid of it for her. I know I was right to do it. I did right by her on that. Even though she did me seriously dirty. I got rid of some really compromising stuff off of the internet for her. Things that she probably would have preferred not to have been deleted at the time. I didn't care. I deleted absolutely everything. And then I scrambled the password in the email. It's now completely inaccessible. Even to me. So now she doesn't have any of those, pictures of her self-harm or other things that she was sending to people. I made it stop. I'm like, okay, you can get rid of me. But I'm taking your ability to fuck up your life with me. I'm not doing that. I'm not just gonna sit here and let you destroy your life without me doing something about it. I did what I had to do. And it's over now. No, it wasn't VR chat shit, no. Dude. I'm not repeating it, spectate. You can look back and see it yourself. But I will elaborate. This was a real life thing. My real, quote-unquote, biological family. This was... They were all grievously mentally ill. Okay? They were all grievously mentally ill. It's not some found family type shit. It's my biological family trying to groom me into leaving my adoptive and loving family. Because the fact that I was adopted away from them makes them fucking look bad socially. At least that's my assumption on why. It'll delete itself eventually. Torkin, it's because I think you're funny and it was funnier to make fun of you. Oh no, I'm talking about my trauma. Suck my entire ass. Like, not anywhere in this did I discuss real child abuse. I discussed manipulation about me when I was an older teenager. I discussed real experiences that have shaped me, but none of it is like compromisingly bad. It's just fact of life, people being awful people. None of it had anything to do with sexual abuse. None of it is regarding sexual abuse. Ugh. Yeah, like, I wasn't fucking molested or anything. Anything? Motherfucker. Oh, there it is, hold on. This is gonna be loud, I think. Just gonna start this to update the cloud save. Save. You know it's supposed to be there. Why the fuck? Why ain't that working? Oh, I know what to do. Hold on. No, let's see. Yep, I forced the cloud to overwrite my save data. At least from what I can tell. You know, that's fair, Guns. That is fair, but it's also kind of entertaining for me. You guys care enough to make a whole thread and then continuously ask me questions. I did not share the login to any Imager account. She shared it with me. And then I went in and deleted it. It was more like she shared her password with me. That happened to be the password that she also used for the Imager account. I did like that, I did that one thing. What do you call it when you just cross-reference data and shit? I don't fucking know. Anyway, no, it's being an autistic young teenager. I didn't really have a good idea on my moral boundaries or of the standards that I should set for myself and others. Like I'm not perfect. But I'm not some sort of criminal. I did nothing wrong to her or to that family. Hold on. This is getting annoying. Okay, that looks about right. Uh, this is... No, I'm not Jewish. Hey, Credo! I was going to play Vakrams. Okay, this should work. What is the app for this game again? On the app ID 1943950. Okay. Hey. This is remote cache. Okay, here into Pika baby. Achimi. Why is it doing this? Okay, motherfucker, why? Ugh, God, where is it? Okay, I'm just gonna hope that that's worked. I'm gonna hope that my roundabout nonsense worked. Let's find out. Okay, yep, it worked. Good, we're good. We're good. I get that, Ikredo, no problem. They think my girlfriend is imaginary. Okay, whatever floats your boat. I'm not Jewish. You know what, I'm having a lot of fun with the key farms thing, but we're gonna go ahead and stop that here. So I can focus on the multiplayer game. Then we'll do this, of course. Yeah, no, that's fine, Incredo. I don't blame you at all. You did miss all four, though. It is what it is. Yeah, I think I do. You can remind me if you want to. Oh, there it is, okay. No, wrong thing, hold on. No, go back. It looks like Ryuli wants to join us. So if Ryuli wants to join us, we can start a new game and we can do it on normal mode. Do you wanna? Do you guys wanna do that? We can do that on normal mode. We don't have to, do it on hard mode. Okay, you can join. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. I forgot to invite. I am dumb. I am dumb. That's okay now. There you go, I'll see that invite. You don't have to, Okami. Really? Sorry. Incredo got in my head for a second there. He hijacked me. You're fine, really. Getting too busy-brained. That's fine, Incredo, don't worry. On normal, it'll be less of a pain. Okay, we got everybody together. The faster I go, the quicker we will be able to get the fuck out of here. I know this path. Because Bacteria Sun will spawn soon. This is the wrong side. Who's dying? Oh fuck, no, I'm lost. Oh boy, we're not beating Bacteria this time. That bit of motherfucker. Hey, Credo! Why are your internets dookie? It's not my internet. My internet's fine. Get up shit in the back rooms. Give me a second. Stream is mute. Oh, okay. Sorry. Fixed it. There is a rope you can climb to get back up here. Oh, fuck. And they're dead.
That was loud.
Yeah, he's a loud boy. Nope, we're gonna have to go and, get Ryui. Shit, okay. Did you pick up the fucking rope?
I have all the rope.
That's stupid. Can you find the spot that you fell? Are you able to find that? You don't need to pick up all the rope, it's not useful later. It's only
Was it
useful
even
here for
Ryui that
picking
fell?
up people that fall. Oh, they never fell?
Pixel fell and he climbed up.
Uh-oh. What the fuck? That's, unusual. Hold on, really? Oh, there you are. Here's the tip to this. Stare straight at the wall. Line yourself up with this carpet. And then just walk this way. It'll throw you, and once your camera resets, you won't fly anymore. Uh-oh, that's not gonna... Okay, they fell. Rope it. Now we can go.
This level is safe, right?
Yeah, this level is safe. Sorry, just give me a moment. So the puzzle here is you gotta find the cars. Count the number of them and the colors that they are. And then you match that pattern to the key card over here, or the keypad. Sorry. Just a moment. Yeah, you kinda can tell. Anyway, sorry. I'm just kinda letting you guys solve this here. Good job, you did it! Now we get to do the obnoxious part.
No one else wanted to press the buttons.
You can't leave all the hard work up to me. I'm gonna go this way. You guys go counterclockwise. It's safer that way. Motherfucker, I fell for it.
Well,
now it's up to you guys to figure this out. Cause I died. How unfortunate. You cannot strafe around them, Yukari. Oh shit. They stole your skin. We all died. Wait, somebody got in here. You did it! Now we gotta find the fucking elevator.
I am full on water.
Oh wait, I forgot to get a flashlight. Get out of the way, you goober.
What was this one?
Elevator. There's a skin stealer walking around. Okay, it's not on this floor. We gotta be careful. That skin stealer's anywhere down there. He could just fucking turn the corner and be on our ass. Holy shit! Where the fuck did he go? You found it?
It's one floor lower.
It's on the third floor? Okay. Okay, we got it.
Does look like we are one person short.
That's unfortunate. Ugh, God. This is getting ridiculous. I'm feeling nauseous for some reason. I think I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry, this is actually... I'm getting ill or something. I'm gonna take it easy. I may have caught something. I'll see you guys later. Fucking hell. You sounded funny, Credo. Bye-bye, guys.